Hi everyone, and welcome to Fearless Warriors Interviews. So with me, Cesar Zunyan, and today we have Larissa Martincic to join us. Welcome, Larissa.
Why, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I just adore you. For those of you that have the pleasure of working with Jetsa, you are in great hands because she's a phenomenal woman with a heart of gold. And I feel blessed that we have met and connected and developed this amazing relationship. So thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kind words.
You're welcome.
So today I just wanted to get to know a bit about you and talk about the subject of like antioxidants and Moringa with you. So let's just start with a little bit about you, who you are, and then your story.
Awesome. So for me, I am a stay-at-home mom of 3, but I'm a former school teacher. I was an elementary school teacher, and I have a master's as a reading specialist. And, I live in New York, outside of Manhattan. Some people say I have an accent, but I don't hear it. But, people say, we know right away you're from New York, which I guess, I can't hide it. But I am born and raised in Queens, New York. And I was doing the whole work mom. My husband's working. He's a pharmacist, and he's traditional business. He owns his own pharmacy. So things have been very busy. And you keep thinking it's going to get better, right? But then you have 1 kid, then you have 2 kids, then you have 3 kids, then you have 1 dog, then you have 2 dogs. And it becomes chaos. So I decided about 10 years ago that I wanted to stay home, and that I wanted to be the home care provider, which I am grateful that I have that opportunity. I still am home because I think it's truly was the best path for me. However, along that journey, I think I lost a little bit of who Larissa was. And I found myself constantly, for the kids, for the house, for your husband, for this, for that, at the end of the day, there wasn't a lot for Larissa. And like many people, we go through ups and downs in lives. And at this point in my life, my father had passed of cancer, which I'm sure you could all relate because someone has lost someone, unfortunately, to cancer. But what this did for me was, maybe some people say, oh, Larissa, are you having a midlife crisis? But in reality, I think I was having a midlife awakening because I started to say there has to be more. I deserve more. I should be doing more. I need to take better care of myself. All of a sudden I saw myself as like, oh gosh, I could be gone tomorrow. And what would happen to my babies? So I went on this search kind of like to find Larissa again. Yeah. And I started going to the gym. I started working out. I started eating better. And I'm sure in your field, Chetza, you can understand this. My efforts were really, really high. But my results were really, really low. I mean, I would lose like an ounce a week or a pound and then have a glass of vino and bam, I gained it right back.
Yeah.
And I found myself completely frustrated and almost like, okay, so I guess this is what life is going to be for me, right? Mm-hmm. Well, before my opportunity, that's how I was feeling. And then I met a friend of ours through a mutual friend who's a doctor. And we started talking about natural health and, antioxidants and anti-inflammatories and, Mother Nature and healing the body kind of within and good gut health. And I was doing a lot of listening and she was doing a lot of talking. And then she said, I have a simple solution for you. And I was like, okay, I'm all about simple. I'm a busy minivan mom. I run all over. And she said, we have an easy 3-step system for weight loss. And it's just all plants. It's Mother Nature. And the star of the show is our plant called Moringa. Are you open to trying it? Well, who's going to say no to that, right? So I said, absolutely. Like, okay, like I've been praying for you kind of like, thank you.
Yeah.
So I started with their system. And, I know this is going to sound crazy or like salesy, but it's not. My results were instant. Like within days, I was doing this for weight loss. Okay. But what I also discovered was the energy that I had, the mental clarity, my skin cleared up. I suffer from eczema. My symptoms were reduced. It was like my body was just kind of like craving this nutrition.
So it was getting all the nutrition it needed and it could finally like react and rebuild.
Yeah. And I even said, my husband comes home, he goes, "What are you drinking?" He's like, "Because whatever it's doing, it's making you nicer."
Oh, wow.
I felt like I had a pep in my step. I felt like that 25-year-old fulfilled Larissa who wasn't just waking up at 6 a.m. and dreaming of 8 o'clock at night so I can go to bed. Like I felt like I wanted to enjoy the day. And, maybe that's not what you're that's what I was going through. So to have something so simple as a plant, like eating a plate of broccoli or kale in a powdered form that I added to water and I drank on my way to driving my kids to school. I took, the system is basically, I drink my Moringa drink, which if you haven't looked up Moringa, just ask your phone, say, "Siri, what is the most nutrient dense botanical ever discovered on our planet?" And the answer is Moringa. And it has 36 anti-inflammatory properties, 46 antioxidants, hello, and 92 verifiable nutrients. Now, so I remember I told you my father, right? So
Yeah.
the antioxidants for me was huge because there are so many studies about the power of antioxidants and the cancer fighting properties. And when I looked at the cost of what it would cost to ingest this daily, so for like a packet of Moringa for me, which is now all Moringa is not the same. There's 27 different species out there. And if you don't get the right one, it could actually make you sick.
What's the difference between them?
So think of it like getting a pair of Gucci sunglasses versus, a Target brand. Totally different. You're paying for quality. And it's also about the way that the Moringa is grown and treated and dried. So Moringa, and this is why I aligned myself with my company, because we have the patent for the leaf, the seed, and the pod. So our Moringa is the whole tree. Where other Moringa out there is just the leaf, just the powder, just the pod, or just the seed. And it doesn't really taste good. And they fill it with artificial sugars to try to make it taste better, which at that point, if you're putting artificial sugars in it, then what's the point of drinking something natural, right? So our company has the whole tree. Our blend, no artificial sugars, no GMOs, no sweeteners, no heavy metals, no pesticides, 100% in control of the farms. And they have an NSF certified facility, which means it's like the highest grade. It's shade dried.
Okay.
So that is super important because the potency must stay in the leaf. Now, it comes in like a sachet. And once you open that sachet, you mix it with water. It's enzymatically alive, science-backed within 15 minutes of ingesting it. And your body will react to it on a cellular level. So that's the difference right there.
Wow.
And it costs about $3 a day.
That's
so, I mean, that's less than a cup of Starbucks. I took my kids to Starbucks. I mean, I don't know if you've ever done this, guilty mom, like they just want to go. She's like a tween, I have a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old. I'm like, it's like the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
$20 later for like 3 frappuccinos, like loaded with sugar. I was like, this is garbage. But anyway, so it's less than a cup of coffee. And what I loved about it is, as a busy mom, I like to think I'm a good mom, but listen, am I giving my children all the servings of vegetables? And am I giving them everything they need daily? And if I am, our food source is completely adulterated. So where's the quality in that?
I have no idea where it's coming from.
Yeah, exactly. So to know that they can drink this Moringa, okay, a 6-month-old baby, a nursing mother, it will increase your breast milk double. My cousin was suffering from milk supply. I'm like, take my Moringa. She's like a milk factory now. She just, so it's not, yes, it's for weight loss because it'll heal the body from within. But what happens is you no longer crave the false sugars. You no longer crave the sweets because your body is finally not being starved for that nutrition. It's getting it. Okay. But don't you find that people most likely go to the sweets because they're not getting what they need?
Exactly. Like you're craving or maybe you're not eating enough, so you crave whatever and you're going to go for sweets.
Right.
That's what you always crave.
And what I loved about this for me, Chetza, is that it was more of a lifestyle. So it wasn't a fad like, eat only this or take that. It was, okay, listen, sprinkle a little bit of this in your day. And now you need to go eat your 3 healthy meals. So, I have my drink in the morning, and then I take a Moringa capsule, which is just going to give me sustained energy. It's got green tea extract, which is a live caffeine, and it's going to help curb your appetite. You are going to be hungry, but to keep it at a nice level. Yeah. And then I do about a Moringa cleanse detox tea, which is a common cleanse 3 times a week to clear out the liver, to clear it all out, because now you're burning fat, now you're releasing fat, it's got to go somewhere. And most of the times we don't rid our bodies of it. So that's super important. And that's it. That was the system. 3 steps.
Really easy.
I mean, and what it's done for me, besides I lost 20 pounds, just about, I kept it off for 1.5 years, because I think that's a big thing as well. But I feel like it's given me back. I've got Larissa back. I go for my yearly exams. I've never been ill. I've never been like a sick person. Yeah. But my levels have never been better. My doctor actually called me up and said, I am jealous of your blood.
Oh, wow.
I said, really? She goes, you have the blood of an Olympian. She goes, you have 0 heart risk. You have 0. She couldn't believe my numbers. Wow. And when I told my husband, because I'm not like a science person, so like I'm a feeling person. Like so my husband's a PharmD, he's a doctorate of pharmacy. I'm like, babe, look at these numbers. He's like, oh my God. He's like, your good cholesterol's insane. And he drinks it daily too. And something so simple as my teenage daughter, right? She'll probably kill me for saying this on a show, but she's going through menopause, listen to me, menstrual cycle, and she gets like, cramps and things like that. So instead of me going to ibuprofen and giving her a drug, I'm giving her a plant. The other day she was on the couch, she couldn't move. I said, Miranda, drink your Moringa. She drank it. Mom, I feel amazing.
Wow.
36 anti-inflammatories. That's like taking 36 Motrins.
Exactly. That's amazing.
So,
I mean, natural.
It's all natural. And I was blown away that I didn't know this existed. Exactly. And, you say to me, well, how come you're doing this? Because yes, I want to share it with everybody. But I feel like it's more about education and empowerment, that there are natural ways to feel better and live better. You still have to do the work. Like, you're not going to go get toned and ripped by drinking Moringa. Like, you need to go work out. Yes. But this is meant to help you on your weight loss journey. This is meant to aid you on your fitness journey. This is meant to aid you at your job. Who doesn't want mental clarity? Like, I didn't realize okay, so here's my big thing. I didn't realize how bad I felt until I started to feel good.
Yeah, because you get used to feeling bad, and that becomes like a normal feeling. And you think, oh, that's how I'm supposed to feel. And then when you do feel good, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't feeling good.
And people will say, well, how come you're so happy? You're so upbeat. You have so much energy. I'm like, people, I drink my Moringa.
Well, proper nutrition and getting all your antioxidants and your different minerals and nutrients is so important to the way you feel, your mental stability and clarity, and your body needs all the right foods, all the right ingredients to repair itself. Right. If you're eating rubbish, even if you're eating rubbish and exercising loads, it's not going to be able to heal.
Well, we're an external world. Everything on the outside, right? But we don't take that time to properly nourish the inside. But in reality, if we just did that, the outside would reflect.
Exactly.
It's the opposite. And what I love so basically, 1 packet of our Moringa is like a double dose of Moringa because it is so pure. And the grade of Moringa oleifera is like the Rolls Royce of Moringa. 1 packet is equivalent to a bottle of capsules for 30-day supplies from different companies.
Wow.
1 packet. So we have 3 different options. We have our super mix, which is a double dose. That's the one that I usually enjoy the most because I have arthritis. I was a former college athlete. I played soccer my whole life. So it's not like I had an injury. I just have wear and tear. And a lot of time I have a lot of inflammation. I have a lot of knee pain, joint pain, and arthritis. So the Moringa has helped me with that.
Oh, wow.
You know, I basically would struggle to walk down a flight of stairs, never mind wearing a pair of heels on date night. That was like impossible. You know, I'm like, I'm going to be the 40-year-old lady in orthotics because my knees are shot. And just being able to put on a pair of heels and walk down a flight of stairs, that's I mean, really. So that's what I'm talking about. The benefits were way beyond whatever I could imagine. And we also have a product called Smart Mix, which is also Moringa, but it has extra chicory root and foti. So for anybody who has indigestion or reflux or some type of, you know, irritable bowel or stomach issues, this has an extra added herbs for stomach inflammation and gut health. And then we have green tea XM Plus, which is Moringa plus green tea extract. That is the one that I'll drink in the morning because it has replaced my coffee. I really, truly, because there's a difference between when coffee is dead caffeine. So you're going to have a crash and burn. Yeah, that's why you need your second cup of coffee. That's why you need your 3 o'clock cup of coffee, because you're going to come down. But with the XM Plus, it's sustained energy because it's a live caffeine.
So what's the difference between live caffeine and dead caffeine?
Live caffeine will not give you that crash and burn.
Okay.
It'll be some people, now I'm a very high energy type of person. So for me, when I drink it, it makes me go like this. But for somebody who's a little bit like even keeled or just a little bit lower, it's going to give you a boost of energy, and then it will sustain. Okay. So after 3 hours, when the caffeine effect is over, right, this product, which is a plant, right, it'll just keep going. And you could have up to 2 of these, but you can't go over, because you have to understand Moringa is, you know, it's a nutritional supplement. So more doesn't always mean better. You know, it's not gonna. You wouldn't eat a pound of broccoli, right? You wouldn't eat like 2 pounds of kale. It's food. So you know, 1 to 2 a day. But the detox is really important, and this is my system, and I promote this. I mean, the company that I represent we use clinical grade essential oils, which means that they're 100% permeable. They react on a cellular level. They have other areas, but this is probably where I think most people come to me for. Yeah. Because I tell people, well, that's great that you want clinical grade oils, but you need super mix. Everybody needs Moringa. We're giving away 2-day samples. So if you wanted to try this, and we are in 61 countries. So in the UK, let's fine. I will get it to you.
If someone wants to try the 2-day sample, what should they do?
So they could go to my website, and there's a link. They would just have to pay the shipping, which is, I think it's like $4, you know. To taste it. I call it swamp water, because it's green, but everyone says the same thing. They'll go, oh wait, this tastes good. It tastes like a thicker green tea. Okay. So it tastes like a green tea. You could add lemon to it. You could add any type of citrus. But what I tell everybody is it's a leaf. So you must put it in something with a lid, like a water bottle that you can shake. Because let's say you take a sip and then you put it down, the leaf is going to go to the bottom. So you have to reshake it. And the beauty of this is, let's say you drink about half, you could add a whole nother 8 ounces of water to your water bottle and just keep drinking it. Okay. So it's a great way to get your water in.
That's true, yeah.
And it will flush you out. Like 1 water bottle, I drink it all day. Obviously, the more water I add, the less potent it is, or the less of that green taste. But I don't ever throw that out. I just keep adding more water to it. And it helps me get my, 6 water bottles in, or whatever I'm doing. Yeah. You will be making often trips to the restroom because it's going to start to clean you out, and you're going to find that you're going to be urinating a lot. Yeah. Is good, which is what we want. As far as the detox, it's not like a scary detox. Mm-hmm. It's you're not stopping foods or things like that. It's just going to clean you out. And I tell everybody, when you steep your tea, you need to do it for somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes, and then remove the tea bag, because it's not meant to be a laxative. It's meant to be, and nobody wants to talk about this, but it's meant to have your tea, and then 8 hours later, you're going to wake up and have a large, we call moving experience, and a large bowel movement, where you're going to feel completely like de-bloated.
Okay.
I like to say, I always felt like I had that pregnancy belly.
Okay. Yeah.
Especially after my third child, I always would have like a little distension where, like, if I ate a bagel, I looked like I was 3 months pregnant having a baby.
Yeah.
So,
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
yeah, right. And that, we don't like that. We don't want that. So after my detox tea, I feel completely de-bloated, and it's a great feeling because
Yeah.
we don't want that inflammation. And inflammation, with your background, it leads to pretty much all diseases and problems.
Yeah. It causes so many problems, and it can be so easily solved by actually taking care of what's going on inside your body.
So somebody will say to me, well, why do I need this? And I'll say, okay, well, what are you doing to reduce your inflammation daily? What are you doing to get your antioxidants? What are you doing to get your nutrients in naturally? What are you doing daily to heal your body? And if the answer is, I don't know, then you need this.
Yeah, exactly.
I was telling you before, I think we were talking about, so for example, my children, right? I want to say they're great eaters, but the problem is I'm not a great cook. So I know that they're lacking in some areas, but Moringa, it has 4 times the amount of calcium, 4 times greater calcium than milk. It's 3 times more potassium than bananas, 2 times more protein than yogurt, 4 times more vitamin A than carrots. My son,
Wow.
than oranges, and the list goes on and on and on from a drink.
It's such a great supplement
with no sugar.
Any diet. So
yes. Because we're creatures of habit and we're creatures of our own routine. So, some people will say, well, I have a great routine. And my answer is like, that's okay. Keep doing it. Just make it better. Just make it better.
Why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Simple thing. You can have it on the go, or, first thing in the morning, whatever. It's so easy to add to your routine and actually get so many benefits from it.
So one of the things you say, well, where can they get these samples? Well, at my website, which is larissamartincic.com, I have where you could just get the samples right from there. And I also have a health evaluation form, like a free, little health form that you can take. And then we could set up a call and I can see how to best, meet your needs and help you get to where you want to go. We also have a $40 sample option, which is like a 5-day sampler where you get all the tea, the capsules, everything, the vegan protein. We have a vegan plant protein, which is rice, pea, and moringa. We are the only company that has a moringa protein.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So there's that option. There's so many options. And I tell everybody, it is not expensive. And you're crazy if you don't try it. Because, and then like anything else, well, this is funny because someone said, well, can I sample it first? Like can you, and I give out samples all the time because they've never heard of it. But then I say, well, if you walked into in the States, we have GNC, which is like a very big.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, it's a pop brand in the UK, but let's just say, would you walk into GNC and say, well, I want to try that bag of turmeric. And if I don't like it, I'm going to give it back. Or if I want to go in and try this chocolate protein shake. Well, the reality is the only way you're going to know what Moringa can do for you is to get it into your body.
Exactly.
I can guarantee you it will do something for you. What that is, I don't know. Only your body will react. And that's just like the way turmeric reacts with somebody or this one or that one. But, the company does offer like a 30-day refund type policy like anything else.
Yeah.
But I urge everybody to try it. And then only then will you know. That's it.
It doesn't hurt to try, and if you don't like it, you don't continue it. And
exactly.
if it works, then that's amazing.
Exactly.
A few days of trying.
Few days of trying, and you're just feeling better and living better. And our one of the things that I also think is important. I'm a busy mom of 3. We're on a single family income. I'm always looking for ways to save because that's important.
Yeah.
When you order, you don't order through me, you order through me, but it's all through the company.
Yeah.
They start to give you what they call a rewards program, like rewards points. So every time you order, you get points. And then those points could be used towards free products. So just yesterday, I placed an order using 150 points. That's about $150 of free
Wow,
product that I just had to pay the shipping for $12.95.
which is amazing.
So I say to people, those other health food stores do that for you? No, they don't give you a rewards program. So for me, I feel like I found the Rolls Royce of nutrition, plant nutrition. It's vegan, it's soy free, it's whey free, it's gluten free, it's dairy free. It's like, it's simply a botanical. And, I tell everybody, ask yourself what is the most nutrient dense botanical ever discovered on the planet. Ask your phone, and the answer is Moringa oleifera. And I'm telling you, I've tried many, and they're not good.
Okay.
Bitter. Our company's blend is to die for. So get your samples. I would love it. I just want the world to feel as good as I do, Chetza. I do.
Okay, well, when I post this video, I'll put links to your website. So if anyone wants to order it, you can do. And go out, try it. I'm going to order my sample pack soon so I can try it, because it sounds absolutely amazing. And who doesn't want to add extra nutrients to their diet? It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. But you know what? It's funny because someone says, well, why can't I just take a capsule? But the reality is, whenever you can do something that's live, right? That's always best, right?
Yeah.
Once it's processed, it changes the purity of it. So for me, knowing that it's live, and here's the other thing, I give it to my dogs.
Oh.
So it can go. There's a whole community of vets and doctors that are using it to rehabilitate animals because of the anti-inflammatory properties. So my dog had a little bit of a skin irritation, and I was just sprinkling some of the moringa into her dog food, and it cleared her coat, stopped the itching, or reduced it. I don't want to claim to treat or cure or anything like that, but it is 100% a food.
Wow, so it's suitable for the whole family.
It is. And someone says, well, why do you buy this every month? I said, well, why do you buy eggs every month?
Exactly.
I mean, it's part of my nutritional day.
Yeah, your body isn't going to store nutrition. You don't just eat it once. You have to keep giving your body the nutrition it needs.
Exactly.
Well, that's brilliant. So thank you so much for all that information. And again, I will put out links. So if anyone wants to try it, they can do. And I will definitely be ordering mine soon.
I can't wait to see that you like it. And I'm going to give everybody a warning. The warning is you will be happier.
That is a good warning to have.
So, Chetza, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And thank you for doing this interview and providing all this information for our audience.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you to everyone watching this. If you have any questions, just message below and we'll answer them when we can. Thank you. Bye.